I am on a bit of a Stanley Kubrick trip at the moment. Here is the poster for his 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut. Pictured is Alice, played by Nicole Kidman, and Dr. Bill, played by Tom Cruise. One of the Latin primers that I'm using to learn Latin is Latin Via Ovid, a first course, second edition by Norma Goldman and Jacob E. Nijenhuis. Pictured on the front cover is Zeus or Jupiter transformed into a bull. This is Europa, and this is Midas. And these characters come from Ovid's work, the Metamorphoses, and in ancient Greek, Metamorphoses means transformation, and we can actually see this if we break down the word. Meta in ancient Greek means beyond. Morphe or morphe in ancient Greek means form. So something is going beyond its original form into another form. So metamorphoses means transformation, and the transformations, the divine transformations from ancient Greek mythology depicted on the front cover is Jupiter or Zeus transforming into a bull so that he can abduct Europa. And here is Midas, and everything that Midas touched transformed magically into gold. And one thing that I would actually love to do is to go back in a time machine and tell Ovid about the Gospels and all of the miraculous transformations in that. In the Gospels, we have dead bodies transforming into living bodies. We have water transforming into wine. We have bread and fishes transforming their quantity from few to many, the feeding of the 5,000. And so I would love to go back and tell Ovid about all this, and I dare say that he would include these metamorphoses, these Christian metamorphoses, in his work, but because he lived before the Christian era, he could not include them. However, how does this relate to Stanley Kubrick? Well, in the Stanley Kubrick film, Alice dances with a silver-haired fox called Sandor, and when dancing with Sandor, they discuss the Ars Amātōria, which is another work by Ovid, and Ars Amātōria in Latin means the art of loving. And if we return to this book, we discover in the introduction, the biographical introduction, we discover that Ovid was exiled at the end of his life, and according to the biography, the official reason given was that he wrote filth. That's the official reason that the emperor gave for banishing Ovid. I was just thinking perhaps the Ars Amātōria was one of those books that the Roman emperor considered to be filth. And perhaps this is also Stanley Kubrick doing some meta fourth wall stuff, because there's quite a bit of nudity in Eyes Wide Shut, and perhaps people would dismiss the film as filth, and not see the literary artistic genius behind it. So maybe this is Stanley Kubrick doing some fourth wall stuff,